Okay, hey, amazing committee. I am on my way back from the Volunteer Leadership Committee in Charlotte conference. That's what it was called, or summit, whatever. And I'm also away from my conditioner, so please excuse the hair. I wanted to share with you guys some awesome things that I heard, and just get you excited because I'm really excited. So you should be excited. So the first thing is we heard a lot about research, and let me tell you, I totally nerded out, like so nerded out. We heard from Alan Moss, who is the Chief Scientific Officer. And first off, we heard about environmental triggers, which I feel like we've been hearing about environmental triggers for a while, and how IBD has really, the increase in IBD has been contributing, or environmental triggers have been contributing to the increase in Crohn's disease and ulcerative colitis. And I don't know about you, but I have often heard that as our food supply. And one of the things that we're hearing now and discovering is that that is not completely the case. They're discovering that other environmental triggers, such as microplastics and air quality, are also contributing. And so some really fascinating research is coming out. Lots more research needs to be done. It's really in its infancy, but more research is continuing to happen. One, as a mama, it's nice to know that it's not just the Kraft macaroni and cheese that I was feeding Maggie all these years, but I kind of knew that anyway. But also, there is just a lot of really compelling research there being done. So be following that. The other thing that really got me jazzed was the use of AI. And I know we've been hearing a lot about AI, but the Plexus database, if you know anything about this project, it is the largest data warehouse of IBD samples. So tissue samples, poop samples, stool samples, and blood work in the world, really. And they now can use AI to pick two ways. So one, it can look at tissue samples and it can look at nuances that the human eye actually couldn't pick up, which is fascinating. They are picking up things that maybe scientists couldn't see before with their physical eye. So that's really important. And the other thing is they're able to digest a volume of information that they just couldn't. One, just like the processing of data samples is faster, but also they can collectively look across and see information and gather that sort of into their AI brain at a much bigger rate, like almost like infinity. And so the data that they're able to process is just fascinating. So that is huge. And the last thing really where all of this came together is the feeling of community that I felt for 2 days in that room. We had almost 100 people. Reminded me exactly what we're doing with Take Steps and what this committee is doing. So you get together a bunch of people with IBD, and that's community. And that's what we're doing here. We are getting ready to put out a tablecloth on May 17th and May 31st for people to not feel alone. We're creating this event for people to be inspired. We are we're giving an opportunity for kids and adults to look out and see that they're not alone. A lot of times people will meet people for the first time and see that they are not the only people with IBD. That's huge. So one, when we get tired and busy and we don't want to go to committee events or we don't want to do the work, I know I just launched my fundraiser. Trust me, like I'm talking to myself. Just remember, we're doing such important work. And then when it comes to fundraising, these like research studies, these community events, camp, this is what we're raising our money for. And it is huge. So Shauna's probably going to kill me. I've gone on for 4.5 minutes, which is so long. But trust me, if I was in person right now, I would be going on for even longer, guys, because we are doing really good work. And I am so excited that we are going to have groundbreaking, record-breaking take steps in Portland and Seattle, and I am just really stoked to be a part of it. So I love you guys, and I wish I was there, but instead I'm gonna be in the air. Bye.